Hi everybody, today we're headed downtown to Festival International de Louisiane, and we are doing a family ride. I don't normally put a lot of family rides. Oh look, they had a big bike ride this morning. This must be some of the people. But Amber's on the Move Can V80. I am on the X2 Original. I just like to pull with this one. If you've never seen this little piece right there connects to my swing arm, and I can pull the girls in their little wagon. So I'm guessing everybody else is headed that way too. So we're going to head to Festival and tell you a little bit more about it. You can experience one of the largest or the largest international free international music festival in the U.S. Okay, you ready? So Festival International happens every April, happens downtown, and I mean, it's a huge festival that lasts 5 days, and it's just filled with art, music, and great food, local food and some international food. The art, though, is kind of spread out everywhere, so there's a lot to see. Local artisans, people from international, they have bands and art and goodies and stuff from Africa, Canada, Europe. Like there's a lot to see, and over the 5 days it's definitely a lot of events. We're actually this is Sunday, this is the last day. This is the one that I prefer to take my kids to. Me and Amber came last night, and we had a blast with a couple friends, but you know, this one's the one we'd rather take them to on the Sunday. As a quick update, I need to make a video on the horn. If you're still having problems with your X2 Original's horns, then you need to get a little piece called a ferrite. It's on the end of most extension cords for appliances. Somebody commented and told me this, but you put it in here over the horn wire. I'll have to do a video later showing the inside how I did that, but there's a little piece of ferrite goes around the wire that goes to the horn, and it's not a complete fix, so I can honk my horn, but after a certain amount, like, it still gives me issues every now and then, but it's more reliable this way, so it's just kind of like a patch fix, but now I can use my horn now without getting that error code. So you can see everywhere has parking, all these parking lots where you can, park your car, because most of the street parking is taken up, and a lot of the streets are blocked off, so you're not able to really get too close, but there's plenty of places to park, even downtown, that if you get here early enough, like, you can park here. But it's a great day for a bike ride, and this is a great festival and area to take e-bikes because there's so many places they let you lock up. So there's not like, hey, you can't have bikes here. They let you pretty much lock up to any fence or pole. There's some big rails almost on every corner. It's a big, like, guardrail, and they have bikes locked up all over. You'll see it throughout the festival. So I kind of wanted to pass this way because this is the beginning. So Jefferson Street starts over here. It's the main road in, and this is where you kind of get wristbands. Everything's controlled by wristbands. It's a little NFC chip. So there's the entrance. See all the people. I could walk through there, but there's a pretty big crowd right now. So for us to go through there on bikes, we're not going to do it. We're going to kind of circle around. But you see all the bikes kind of on these green rails and parked on various different parking spots where bikes are allowed. Oh. A lot of the volunteers get around on golf carts, so it's kind of made it easy for them to get around festival, because this is put on by over 2,000 volunteers, which makes it a free festival. So everything from the bandstands you're going to see to the little tents for different companies and vendors, like, a lot of that is just volunteer work, and it's just put on. So it's really a true community-driven event. There's a lot of small stages, like here by Parc Sanssouci. They have a couple different live music venues that are all open. Most of the bars and restaurants are open. We're going to pass around right here and show one of the bigger bandstands. So this is kind of the big festival bandstand, and then also by the parking tower. But it's right here. This is the back side of it. So here's one of the bigger music venues. They have a lot of main bands here. The other one is by the parking tower. But again, there's so many different little vendors and stands everywhere, stuff going on. So there's a lot to see, a lot of walking. All the bars are open. There's food all down here, drinks. So here's another bandstand. You can see people are starting to come out. But the streets aren't super packed right now because a lot of the events happen after 4 p.m. There's one of the markets, bandstands in the back by the courthouse, and then you have a bunch of different art passing through here. I feel like this year they definitely have a lot more police presence, which is nice, and you know, it makes you feel quite safe for walking around festival. So I went to the wrong parking spot. I forgot we were going to this kids area. They got a church that puts on this big thing for kids. And because sometimes they get tired of being around the bands and looking at all this stuff, you know, they get a little tired. So we're gonna go over there, and this is a great spot for kids to play, and they have all kinds of events, face paint, balloon animals, that sort of thing. So we're more on the west side right now. Again, family friendly kind of event. They got bands and stuff going on. And we're probably gonna park our bikes on the rail on the inside. So kind of keep your bikes nice and safe. Hey, you wanna park on this fence? Okay. All right, hop out. We let the kids play for a bit, and then we headed to a few bandstands and checked out the art. We saw a lot of new artists this year, as well as some that we haven't met before. Parc Sans-Souci is really a big hub for art and food. There's a lot going on during festival here, and we spent most of our time there, especially on the playground. One of my unexpected favorites was the booth that had crocheted flowers. They had buckets of them, and it must have taken a long time. It was super impressive. The crowd was pretty contained to Jefferson Street, but they had groups around the stages all along the way. We spent a couple hours there, but the girls got pretty restless and we decided to head home. Just yesterday, the streets were filled alive with music on every corner. Crowds dancing, the smell of food, the sound of laughter. But now, it's like it never even happened. Moments come and go, you blink, and all that's left are memories. So if you're planning a trip to Louisiana anytime next year, please come see us for Festival International. This is the part of my video where I kind of thank everybody for watching till the end. But while making this video and reviewing, you know, all the scenes and making that scene from, you know, everybody being here to no one being here, it's just kind of made me rethink the end, especially because most people only watch till 5-6 minute mark. So it's kind of me talking to me. Reflecting on this edit has made me kind of think about all the friends that I used to have in high school and when I was in a fraternity. And then again, when I ran my business, I had a lot of people around me, but that's a story for another time. And now it seems, you know, kind of ride alone. Now I'm thankful for my family. You know, they do come on rides with me, but most of the time this is me alone. So I want to thank everybody that's watched because y'all are part of my journey. I feel like y'all are here with me every time I make an edit, every time I'm out on my bike. And I try to do my best to give you the knowledge that I have on this bike, on other bikes, on riding, and sharing my city and my state with everyone. Thank you so much for sharing my e-bike journey with me, and thank you for coming on this ride to Festival International. Now turn off your device and head out and make some memories.